Well, this is the Whole Milk Podcast, Episode 2. And I have a man here today. Very, very dear friend. Get away, Mr. Man.
This is the Whole Milk Podcast.
Well, I was telling
You're
you to
watching Episode 2.
say a little bit about yourself. Just be like, yo, I'm
Oh, okay.
Pat. I'm friends with Mike here, and, go off.
My name is Patrick. I am 20 years old. I have been friends with Michael since elementary school, one of those grades.
Yeah.
I currently work at a gas station. My shoe size is 10. And I do not like Old Spice deodorant.
Pretty good intro.
Oh, well, thank you.
Like,
it was very improvised,
Yeah.
This is an off the top of the head podcast.
Yeah, we don't write shit for this one.
Yeah, see, think about most podcasts, they prep it before, it's real boring, they got a whole science to go into it, but not us. We keep it fresh, we keep it real.
Yeah, we litty too titty.
Mm-hmm. We're like the firemen.
Yeah. So, one of the first things I was gonna ask you was, you think anybody's ever, pleasured themselves to the idea of you?
Of me?
Yeah, just like some random person or something like that. Like they had like a crush on you in middle school or something like that, and then they just saw a picture of you or something, and then they just went to town on that.
I'm not sure. Because, obviously people do that,
Yeah.
We're two guys, we understand society.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it's possible, but I don't know if it's likely.
Yeah.
I would hope that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Tosh.0 told me.
Is that she did it to you?
Yeah.
Bro, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is not...
Yeah. Yeah, she so what had happened was, so I had dated her. This was back when I was like Jumbo Mike, like back in middle school. And that's when I had dated her. So I don't really count it as anything. But fucking, oh my god. We ended up having, I think it was government together my senior year, or our senior year. And she sat right behind me, and Devon sat to the back and left of me,
Mm-hmm.
one spot back and then to the left. So I would turn around all the time and I would talk to him. But yeah, one day I was turning back around to face the front, and then she just goes, "Hey, Michael." And I'm like, "Yeah? Hey." And she's like, "I just want you to know I've had a crush on you for a very long time." And then I'm like, "Okay." And then I just look at the front. And later that night, she sends me she sends me all these fucking nudes that she took on a Kindle Fire. And you know how like there's not there's not a front camera on a Kindle Fire? There's just the back camera. So they were all taken in like mirror shots, and you just see this big ass Kindle Fire.
Bro, that's like what my grandma has, though. What the fuck?
Yeah. And she told me that. She was like, I just want you to know I've been pleasuring myself about you to the idea of you for the past like week or something like that. And I was just like, I just looked at it and I was like, oh no. I didn't say anything. No. Yeah.
I gotta change my schedule.
Yeah. But yeah, she would try to talk to me and I would just fucking ignore her. I was not fucking with that. That was
I bet if she's pulling those ones.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh no. Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, no, I've had one girl, I don't even know who this was, honestly, because, they just messaged me, like, on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was back, I think you may have been at my house at the time. I think a friend was over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was
me
you or not. Yeah, because it was about 13 or 14, something like that. And this girl's messaging me, and she's like, you know, it's just kind of like small talk for a little bit, and then she says, you know, I want you to come over, like, I want you to have sex, and I was like, I don't know you. And she's like, let's do anal.
Oh, God.
And and at first I was thinking, you know, like, this is a joke, like, someone probably, like, hacked into her Facebook or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting calls.
Yeah.
I'm getting Facebook calls, and it's like her, she's saying, you know, like, do anal with me, da 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 da, you know. And so I ended up showing my mom, and she takes my phone and she's messaging her, and she's saying, like, you know, this is Patrick's mom. That's not a smart idea, like. Like, if you're anywhere around his age, you can't be doing it that way, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta do something, you know, take a walk around the block, but, like, if you're so bored you're trying to do that, like, get a hobby.
Yeah. He skateboards. You could do that.
Yeah. And then I think I ended up blocking her, because it didn't stop, like, even after that. She was like, oh, your mom doesn't want us to do anal, let's do it anyways.
Jesus. How old was she? Like, did you...
I don't know. Nah, I didn't stay that long to find out.
That's fucking weird. It's hella weird.
Yeah.
God, that's so fucking weird. God damn. Oh.
Yeah, bro. I remember when it was nice out, Gabe was asking me, I was at the skate park with him, and we were walking back from Hong Kong, and he was asking me, you know, like, would you ever do anal?
Yeah.
And I said no, but I said, like, the most I would do is, like, put a flashlight on it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm not gonna go crazy in there, but I'll be a little adventurous, you know? Like...
Yeah.
I'll light a candle, put it in there, you know? You gotta do something romantic.
Yeah.
If she asks for that ass play, you can't turn her down, but you can't go all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, give it a puppet show.
Yeah, just, give it a kiss. Maybe not a kiss, but, you know, blow a kiss at it.
Sniff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that one Tinder chick wanted to do, and I was not feeling it.
Yeah, cause, you know, that poop comes out of there. I think they forget that part.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, they
I
think
would.
it's all hot and sexy.
Yeah. I'm not big on it. Have you ever just received like random nudes or anything like that?
One time. I think I can think of one time right now. Do you remember the day that you, Alec, and I were over at Marcus's house, and we ended up going with it was us three, Marcus, and this I think these two other guys, and we
Uh.
went like walking around the roads of Stone Park, and we were smoking blunts the whole way.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that day, um, I think you had taken a picture of me with Marcus's cat, and the
Oh
caption
yeah.
was like chilling with the pussy or something like that.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
one girl takes a picture of her tatas and says like, and sends it to me and says like, I like your pussy or whatever, da da da. And so naturally, I'm gonna screenshot it so I can send it to the fucking homeboys, you know, the
Yeah.
homies. And she blocks me after that, thinking that that was gonna do something. I didn't even know this chick first off.
Yeah. Why?
So
Why
like,
would she do that?
why
Why?
would she
What is?
block me or
What
why
in
would she
your?
send?
Why would she send you it? Like, what in your right mind?
I don't know.
What makes you think that's a good idea?
Exactly, like especially to someone you don't know.
Yeah.
Like I could be selling those on Google right now, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I would fucking. That's an
I'd be
investment in my eyes.
yeah. I could sell those to National Geographic.
Exactly.
They're always putting naked women on the covers. I think so. What about you?
Yeah. Multiple times. I don't know why. But, like, I would say 90 to 70% of the time, it is not a good looking girl. It is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is, it is not a good sight sometimes.
That actually, you just remind me of another time actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a good one. Let me give you a little backstory on it. So, it's in the winter time, and this the indoor skate park was just open in the downtown.
Uh-huh.
That tiny one, you know, it's like
Yeah.
the size. It's smaller
Yeah.
than a
I
McDonald's.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And it costed $5 to get in. Well, Alec and I went to the mall, and we see Tate, and Tate, we're talking to him, and we're talking about going to this. And everyone else has $5. I don't have $5. I was probably 15 or 16 at the time.
Uh-huh.
And so Tate goes, ask my coworker. So I asked the coworker, and it's like a 22-year-old lady.
Uh-huh.
And we're talking for a little bit, and she's like, "What are you gonna do for the $5?" And I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Whatever," you know, not thinking that she can see that I'm like 15, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, "All right, I'll give you the $5, but you have to hold my hand
Oh,
all through the mall."
I remember this. Yeah,
Mhm.
go. Yeah.
And so I hold her hand all the way to the ATM.
So it was Tate's coworker, or was it her, or your coworker?
No, it was Tate's coworker. Tate worked
Oh,
at the
okay.
mall.
Okay. Okay.
And so she walks all the way to the ATM. I'm holding her hand the whole way. She pulls out a 20. I'm thinking she's about to slide me the 20.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "We gotta go to Starbucks." So I have to hold her hand all the way to Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
She buys some coffee, gives me a $5. And then I have to actually no, we have to walk all the way back to where they work. It's a kiosk in the middle of the mall. I have to hold her hand that whole way.
Yeah.
She gives for her to give me the 5, the small fib, you know. And
Uh-huh.
I'm walking past all these people. It was like that day was the day that everyone from school decided to show up. Like there was
Oh.
teachers, the principal, every classmate I've ever had.
Yeah.
They're all there staring at me because I'm with this fucking 22-year-old holding hands. They think I'm dating her.
Was she not good looking, I'm guessing?
Oh, dog, no.
Yeah.
No. No, dog.
Alright, go
Imagine
on.
Frankenstein. Imagine Frankenstein and Eeyore had a baby, dog.
Oh, jeez.
That's not even what she looked like. That's just on the level, you know. Before she gives me the fib, she says you have to add me on Snapchat for this.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm at the end of the road. I might as well just do this. You know, I already held her hand through the whole mall.
Yeah.
So I had her on Snapchat. She gives me the fib. And, you know, that's it. I thought that was going to be over. I think the next night, she sends me a picture of her in the shower.
Uh-huh.
And
Like
she had asked me
complete
the
body?
day before. She had asked me the day before, you know, how old I am. And I told her I was 18 so I can get the fib.
Uh-huh.
But right after she sends me that, I was like, yo, I'm 15.
Oh, I'm 15. Yeah.
Automatic block.
Yeah. Hey, but you got the 5. And you got a
Yeah.
skate. So it's like, you know. What are you gonna do?
With the homies, too.
Yeah.
Exactly. She already...
She already gave you the 5. And you gotta see
Holding
a little
hands
something.
isn't...
Although
Yeah,
it
holding
wasn't very
hands
great.
isn't against the illegal.
Exactly.
That's what she did. Lying about the age isn't illegal. It's what she did. I actually think that she re-added me on Snapchat. So I'll see her stories every time. Like,
Yeah.
every now and then.
Uh-huh.
I was talking about this with my coworker the other day, but like,
Uh-huh.
there was so many, like, I was so shy, especially with like girls and stuff.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
like-
missed opportunities.
Yeah, which like I would regret like so much back then, but now it's like I'm
Wow.
fine. Like I don't
Yeah.
need, like
Yeah.
why would I need to kiss Lucy Lou for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, it's just to like reminisce about and stuff like that. Like it's like, you know, you live and you learn. Sometimes it's like you didn't learn shit. And it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, why the fuck did I do that?
There's been so many times where I didn't learn shit because I was like, I would do the same thing over and over again. I would like
Same moveset? You'd play the
Well, yeah,
exact
like,
same
I-
cards?
pretty much like I would have a girl interest in me, and then I would be too shy to do anything, so nothing ever came of it.
Yeah. I was never too
and that was
shy.
just
I used to look like shit.
hey, you got different mindsets, you know.
Yeah.
We're just built different.
That's fun though. You know, fire and water.
Mm-hmm. Together
Very
makes
nice. Steam.
obsidian, I think.
I look back at a lot of that stuff and I'm like, oh Jesus. Why the fuck did I ever do that?
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, I don't really have most of those. Because I'm kind of like glad with what I did. I mainly look back and I'm like, I'm more like regretful, like of things that I didn't do, you know.
Yeah.
Not that, like, not with like, you know, like different relationships or stuff like that. But like, there'll just be times like I'm sitting there like, man, I wish I would have like robbed a gas station or something when I had the chance, like when
Yeah,
I
like,
would
I
have
should've
gone to
done that.
juvenile. Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
remember
like,
there was this one time I think about sometimes, me and Eric, and he had invited me to a party. And it would have been like my first time going to a party. And yeah, I was just like, you know, I was too nervous about it. I was like, I don't know about that. But at the time, I think I was like only 16, 15.
Yeah.
So, yeah, missed opportunity, but at the same time, I didn't know anybody else there, so.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I regret doing is going to that Jeff's party.
Yeah. Why do you regret that?
Cause it was just so lame.
It was hella lame.
Like nothing was happening for like the cops to come and everyone get in trouble. Like it was like there was like 2 drunk people.
Uh-huh.
And then everyone else was like just regretting coming. Like
yeah, everyone was
no one
was like, that was the fucking lamest party I've ever been to. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know.
But it was
and
really
like,
funny. That's the thing.
It kind of was. Jeff
like,
got handcuffed and he doesn't have legs.
Yeah. Looking back at it, it was fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, that whole altercation with Jeff and the cop was probably so fucking funny.
I know. Everyone was like, I just thought it was so funny. Everyone was like freaking out, like, "Yo, the cops are here! The cops are here!"
Yeah.
It was like
we didn't
it was a debate
do
for like
anything.
Yeah, it was a debate for like 5 hours. Like, are they gonna come in or not? Like,
yeah.
Everyone was just, no one's leaving, no one's leaving. People are sneaking out the window in the basement, acting like they're gonna go to jail. Like, bro, nothing happened.
And nothing would have happened at all. Like, everyone was very respectful. Nobody ran.
Nah, there's a couple people that ran.
Well, I'm saying, like, for the most part, everybody was chilling, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember Jackson, he was just like, fuck this, and he just went out the window. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Like, people were just heading out that window.
Yeah.
And... oh, man.
That was hella lame.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time, her cousin, Kelly was like, "You're coming with us," like da 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 da. And then Kelly hopped out the window, and my girlfriend at the time didn't go with, and that was that.
She was friends with Kelly?
No, they were cousins.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And you know Jonathan Klein?
Yeah.
They were also cousins.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very weird. So God. Oh my God, I was just thinking about something. The fuck was it? Oh, yeah, me and Kelly flirted for a bit. I forgot about that. It was very brief, but it was for a minute.
Oh man, she hated me because I took a picture of her. I took a selfie with her after school one day at middle school.
Uh-huh.
And she was not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Well, because I was putting stupid captions on it, like,
that's pretty funny.
like, married for 4 years, and I was, like, sending them to people, and they were showing her. And she was
funny.
She's like, "Patrick, what the hell?"
Dude, that shit was so hilarious, though. I'd pull some shit on those people like that.
Alright, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The whole milkman.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, if you could do anything you wanted, what would it be?
Like, in terms of what?
Um, Probably a
Like
career.
travel a career. Um, I've thought about this a lot. I think I want to do something like to do with films of some kind. Like whether that be acting, directing, voice acting, you know, something like that. Or even animating, storyboard artist or something like that.
All right, but what do you think? What do you think you would be the happiest with?
Either being a storyboard artist or a voice actor.
Hey, why not both?
Yeah. I mean, it would be pretty fun because normally they hire, like especially in that industry, they hire people for multiple things.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be.
I just don't know where to start at all with either of those two things.
Yeah, no, that'd be the dream though. Like having your own cartoon.
Yeah.
Like I've thought about that for so long because that's like you really have like your own freedom in that.
Yeah, you have like full creative freedom. So.
But I wouldn't want it to be linked to some sort of like network, you know? I don't really know how that would
Well,
happen,
I mean,
but
you could do it on like YouTube or something. That's the thing.
yeah.
But so, what about you?
Probably either a cartoon or something in music. I've always really liked music.
You'd be a hype man in the background. Yeah.
Oh hell, not that. Not that.
Are you talking more along the lines of like a producer or
Oh, I don't know.
like a writer, ghostwriter?
I don't know. I would want to do something on the front lines of music because that just seems like so much fun. Like getting paid to go crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I've thought about that too. Like, 'cause I can sing, but I can't sing that well. You could definitely practice it, but I don't know. Music for me, it's just kind of like I'd only enjoy it. I don't think I'd ever want to make music or do anything with it. Also, I would really want like YouTube to take off or something like that. Get like a little group going on. That'd be cool. Or like not that long ago, I was like thinking like I would want to be like a stuntman. So that would be cool.
Oh
like,
yeah, until you even Knievel yourself.
Yeah, no, until you shit on yourself pretty much. But no, I was thinking of like more along the lines of like some jackass type shit. Like get a whole group of guys and you just do fucking wacky bullshit.
Yeah, especially Jackass is dying off now. They're all like 40, 50 years old.
No, they're making a fourth movie.
Yeah, but like it's gonna be like they're gonna tumble down like a curb, you know, while wearing high heels. Like it's not gonna be like wild shit. Especially like what's his name, Bam Margera.
Yeah.
He's kicked off of it. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
All the drug and alcohol problems, right? Or no?
Yeah, well also he's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like the drugs has made him go nuts. Like I don't know if he was doing crack or meth, but he was like hitting Pookie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, after like Because Ryan Dunn was like his best friend, you know? Like they knew each other since they were kids. It would be like, you know, if either of one of us died. Like for a bit it would be like, wow, it really doesn't feel real.
Still, like, that doesn't mean, like, go fucking crazy off Pook, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I just think he
like,
didn't...
I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah. I just think he didn't know how to cope with it, and he was just like, fuck it. Drugs time. I have a shit ton of money. Drugs time. Do you have a drug that you wish you could do and, like, just not... Like, you only felt the good effects of it? Or I shouldn't say good, but, like, you know, you only felt the effects of it. There was no downside to it whatsoever.
This is crazy that you're asking me this because I actually made sure that I didn't, like, when I was, like, still, like, doing, like, using and stuff, I had to make sure that I didn't go so far down in, like, experimenting with, like, these and, like, this and this and this.
No, that's what I did with me too. I, like, set limits on shit. I was like, I'm not gonna go down that road. But
yeah, because I had a feeling that I would, if I ever tried heroin, I would get hooked to it.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so, I had to make sure, like, that was always off my agenda.
See, for me, it'd be coke.
Why, you like the ups?
Yeah. Like, I'm one adrenaline junkie. You ever had the opportunity to do coke?
Yeah, I did.
Did you take it, or were you like, nope?
Well, I had been offered it twice in my life, and I only did it once.
Did you feel the effects of it or not? Because some people don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was like cool for the first, like, 20 minutes, but it was like...
Oh yeah, yeah, that's the
It was like
problem
not... It was like not it though. Like, if... I don't know if that makes sense, but like...
Not what it's put out to be.
Yeah, people just say it's like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world, and you really gotta do this, and like, da-da-da-da-da. But like...
Well, some people it is. Like, you know, drugs affect people, definitely.
But it was like nothing though, you know? Like...
See, you just might be one of those people that, like, doesn't really get affected by it.
I don't know though.
Yeah. Did you feel, like, kind of awkward, like, what the fuck? Like, this is really it?
Well, I was just like, I kept waiting.
That happens to a lot of people. I've watched a whole bunch of videos and read a lot about it. Like, people who tried it and were like, weren't, you know, they didn't feel the effects of it. Like, most of the time it's just like, you know, something's happening, but it's not what people say it is. While everyone's like, you know, this is some good ass shit.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was like,
Yeah.
this is it? Like, is there more to it? Is this like...
Yeah, you might just not be affected by cocaine.
I used to take Molly all the time, like, that shit would get me going. Did I ever tell you at the time when someone gave me Molly, but it was actually meth? So it was like, they gave me like a little bit, it was like a tiny little bit in a pill, and I took that, and I felt like, I was like very energetic, like I was like, you know, like when you were in class and you like shake your leg, you know, just because of like you've been sitting down too long, you get like a
Yeah.
just kind of like a bolt of energy.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was like, my legs couldn't stop shaking, like my whole body was just going. And then, um, the person who gave it to me, they were like, here, like, do you want some more? I'm trying to get rid of it. And then they gave me like another one, and it was like probably 8 times the amount of the first one. And I was like, that's a lot, but fuck it. And
Yeah.
And so I take that, and then Alec and Keister come and pick us up. And we're chilling in their car, and it's like, it's getting like really hot. Like it was in the middle of winter, and Alec had the heat on. He had the heat on blast. But it started getting like too hot, you know. Like I'm rolling the windows down, and it keeps getting hotter and hotter. And I start yelling at Alec. I'm like, turn the heat down. He turns it down, and then a few minutes later, he'd turn it back on. And I'd yell at him again, like, bro, turn the heat off. And this probably happened 5 times. And the last time I yelled at him, I was like screaming at him at this point. And the heat was off. Like the heat had been off for like 20 minutes, but I just kept yelling at him to turn it off. And then my stomach is hurt really bad, like really bad. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna be sick. So I open up the car door, and I start dry heaving, which was like so painful. Like, if you ever like forcefully like dry heave, like your body's forcing you to do it, but you don't have to throw up. That hurts so bad. And then eventually I just like threw up, and I just like started throwing up, and I just wouldn't stop for like a minute. And then after that, I just kind of sat back in the car, and I was like, my stomach was still hurting so bad, and I was still like hot as fuck, like I'm taking clothes off. And I was like, yo, will you just take me home? Like, I don't know, like, I feel fucked up. Like, even after throwing up, I was like, I feel worse than before I threw up. Like, will you take me home? So they did. And I just had to sit there for like the whole night. Like I didn't sleep that night. I was just sitting in my bed, like just waiting for the pain to go away, you know?
Yeah. How long did the pain last?
Probably like till that morning. Like that next morning.
And when did you find out that it wasn't Molly?
Like months later.
Oh.
Yeah, because Alec told me. Alec was like, you know, he's like, you remember that time you like, when you were throwing up in my car? Like, yeah, this is what it was. Like, he just pretty much just told me the whole, like, he just told me the whole script of things.
Oh, so, wait, did he find out later, or did he knowingly know that guy gave you meth?
I don't know.
Dang.
Like,
if he knowingly did, that's fucking hella fucked up. But
yeah, but it's like, I mean, I already took it, you know, what is he gonna do, really?
I can't really do anything about that one. Yeah, but that just sucks though, you know, like, fuck.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing stuff like that.
Oh.
Like, I don't do any sort of drugs anymore.
Oh. Yeah. Did you ever end up buying some of that OG green gas?
No.
Still thinking about it or no?
I was thinking about it, but I don't know yet.
Yeah. Is it just like I've already like not smoked for this long, so it's like whatever. Or is it just like, I'm not really feeling it?
It's kind of like that. Feel
Yeah.
a little bit.
That's how I was feeling for a while.
Well, it was like,
It's just, for me, it's just not that fun smoking weed alone.
oh, I think that's where we differ. That's where I have the most fun with it.
Well, I like listening to music or drawing while I do it. But if I'm not in the mood to like draw, then it really sucks for me.
Hmm.
Or if like, if I'm having a good time and I'm like talking to friends or something like that, and they're not having a good time, then it just brings my high down, and it's like, whoa. Cause you can go like two directions while you're high. You'd either be like, chilling and really happy, and like, you're just jamming, you're cooling, you're having some fun, or you could just be like, wow, bro, why do you feel that way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I never get sad, but like, yeah. 2 times it was just like, wow, like you're really upset right now. So yeah. Then I just stopped like doing it. But I did get some from a friend because I helped him make a little bit of money off the market.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
You got a little bit for free.
Yep.
A little gimme bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I really want to, especially like I've been trying to quit nicotine, so like.
Well, you might have to. That's the thing. Like that's
No.
probably like the best thing for you to do, because in my head, what I'm thinking is like, you probably need something, because that you started doing Nick like after you stopped smoking weed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think too, but.
But how long has it been now since you last smoked?
A while. I don't really know.
So your tolerance probably has gone down at least a good amount. Because one of the the thing that was like killing it for you, right, was the fact that your tolerance was so high.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, cause like, no, what was killing me? Well, why I stopped was cause I started getting a lot of anxiety, and I was like, this isn't fun.
Mhm.
So I just.
Like while you were high, or when you weren't?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
while. Yeah. I was like, huh, that's odd. Don't know if I need to keep doing this.
Yeah. That's a. I've heard that that's a problem when you do it a lot. It's like you start feeling like some negative effects of it, like high anxiety, loss of appetite, just all types of bullshit. So yeah, maybe you'd be fine now, but what you probably need to do is kind of like microdose it, like
Yeah.
like smoke a little bit here and there. Don't do it like every fucking day.
I like my blunts though.
I know. Well, yeah, just smoke a blunt like twice a week.
Oh.
And that would be a good way to transition, is to start smoking blunts. That way you're getting like a little bit of nick in there. So you're not experiencing like super hard withdrawals, and then just slowly get off of it, you know?
Honestly, I was about to just go buy a fucking pack of cigarettes. Like, it's getting to this point, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least, like, with cigarettes, I would be able to quit it easier.
Uh-huh. Why do you think
because,
that?
Okay.
Okay.
Where can you smoke cigarettes at?
That's true, that's very true.
Like, it's the middle of winter right now.
Uh-huh.
If I want to go smoke, if I want that nicotine, I gotta go freeze my ass off to get it.
You have to go outside.
With vapes, I can do that anywhere. I do it inside of work. I do it in the house. I'm laying in bed doing it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because all it smells like is a fucking can of Febreze just got sprayed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with it, is the fact that it smells so good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Cause, like,
and it tastes even better.
Yeah.
It tastes even better, so that's what gets people hooked. That's
it's
why
the taste. Yeah.
That's why Juul can't make fruity taste anymore. Because it was getting young people hooked. Because old people, they don't give a damn if they're blowing cigarettes.
Yeah,
they're used
they
to
only
that.
want the nick. The whole point is the nick.
Yeah, but for the young kids, the whole point is the fruity taste, and then boom, they're hooked on nicotine.
Yeah. I was able to quit nicotine pretty quick.
Exactly, but you were on cigarettes.
That is true.
You didn't have to deal with anything else. You didn't have to deal with any extra.
And like cigarette, like fucking Juuls and shit. That's like almost pure nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a little bit of extra shit in there with cigarettes and stuff.
Yeah.
God damn. And now they're like all the shit after like people doing it for years at this point now. Like all the negative effects are starting to show.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to quit, because like all I've been hearing is like it's worse for you than smoking cigarettes. Like that's all I've been hearing, and it's like I don't want to do that.
It's not worse, but it can be just as bad.
I don't know. What I've heard is it's worse because like it's leaving liquid in your lungs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a tar is like.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's like tar is like way harder to get into your lungs. Because you're getting less of it in by the hit than like vaping. Like vaping, you're getting you're getting just straight liquid in. You're getting vapor in. And so that stuff that sticks in, it doesn't just float out, you know?
Yeah.
It just like goes back to a liquid.
What happens is it congeals and then it crystallizes. So it's pretty much like your lungs kind of become glass after a while. But with like, you know, cigarettes, it's like that shit just turns into like lumps of coal. So it's like, you know, it's not really, I wouldn't say it's better or worse. I would just say it's more along the lines of pick your poison.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather go with them ciggies.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it. Do that. Start doing that. But if you relapse onto the fucking vape and Juul and shit again, then just start smoking weed.
Yeah, I might have to.
Or do both.
I think that
Get
might be
some
the
cigarettes and some weed, and kind of like get off of it slowly. Also, you ended up buying a new fucking Juul, didn't you? Or vape?
When?
Or a new disposable? Because you said as soon as this one runs out, I'm gonna stop. You ended up buying a new one, didn't you?
When I said that?
Not that long ago. Like
I
maybe
just...
like 3 weeks at this point.
Oh yeah, I bought fucking plenty since then.
Yeah.
But my last one just died like a day or two ago, and I haven't bought one since.
Just don't buy one.
But
Man,
I've been hitting old ones.
shit.
I've been hitting like crumbs, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
But the only one that I had left with fluid in it, I just put in this bottle with tea. So that one's long gone.
What they need to have in those things is like, you know, you go into a specific area and it just EMPs the fucking Juul.
Oh yeah.
Like it just disables it. That'd be pretty cool. But no company would install that because the whole point is to sell that shit.
Yeah, look, those companies are greedy, man. They don't care about the health. They just want that money.
Yeah.
They just want that dollar
I can't
sign.
blame them. It's a fucking great business.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, I wouldn't say you're killing people either. You're just giving them the tools to do so.
Yeah, but it's like, alright, let's say you own a rope company. And all you sell is rope.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds of different companies that sell rope. But the only reason people buy your rope is to hang themselves. Are you still gonna sell rope?
I'd still sell rope.
But that's the only reason people are buying.
That's fine. I mean, it sucks, but God, I probably put a lot into that rope company.
I guess that's where our differences lie. I would stop selling the rope.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if it was like just like they were killing themselves, then probably yeah.
Like, you know, like that's it.
Like that's it. Like no, there's nobody like you know.
No one's buying it to like pull a car. None
like
of that.
There's a 100% rate on like if you buy this rope, you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, probably I'd probably go bankrupt. I thought you were saying like, you know, a good amount of people are killing themselves. And
well, even if it's like 50%, I'm about to shut that company down. At least come up with something new to sell, you know?
Yeah.
Just take the rope off the market. Start selling like wheelchairs or something. Something you can't hurt yourself with.
Oh, people would find a way to kill themselves with a wheelchair.
But yeah, you can kill yourself with anything.
Yeah.
But the point is,
you start just selling some fucking weird other thing, like something that you wouldn't think of, and people start killing themselves with that, just because it's your company.
Yeah, just start selling bottles.
Yeah.
Just water bottles. People are finding a way to like shoot themselves.
Yeah. They fucking twist it every fucking like every day for like 20 minutes for like a whole year. And once it's finally primed, they just fucking put their mouth over it and just BAM!
Bro, if they're going that far with it, honestly, they probably, you know, they probably deserve it. They deserve an award or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can't have an award if they're dead.
They can find a way.
So yeah, that's my ideology on that. But have you even attempted really to quit? Or have you just been like, yeah, I'll quit? Like, you kind of push it aside.
No, I've attempted.
Like, you stop
Like,
buying things, like you...
yeah, like I'll like my vape will die, and I'll be like, all right, like that's the end of the road for me. And then like just something stupid will like I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to go get a vape. Like I'll be they'll add like 2 days that I was supposed to have off. They'll say, hey, you gotta work these days, and then I'll get pissed off and go get a vape.
Yeah.
Like just stupid shit like that.
So for you, it's more like stress relief and anger management.
Yeah, like I'm not doing it like for the joy of it. But then like it comes to the point where like I'm just sitting here, but I'm like itching for just like a little bit of nick.
Are you feeling it right now since we're talking about it?
Yeah. But it's like the thing is like talking about it or not, like I'm still gonna feel it, you know. Like it's not like one of those things where it's like, you know, like you get triggered and then it's like, oh fuck, I forgot that I
Yeah.
or like crave
No,
that, you know.
I feel you.
It's like yeah, like it's like I'm craving it all the time when I don't have it.
God. The cigarette smell thing happened again, like the other day. Like I caught a whiff of one and I was like, God damn, I really want a fucking cigarette.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going and taking one of my grandma's, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm that down bad.
You just need to... I say we go the marijuana route with you, my friend. Or you just gotta start beating off like every day. Something.
I do beat off. That doesn't help.
Well, you gotta like find a way to like have some sort of stress relief. I guess it also has to be instant for you. Like something you can consistently do.
Yeah, like I can't like go beat off at work. But like sometimes I'll think like, man, like I'm a pussy, like I can't, like I'm addicted to cigarettes or I'm addicted to nicotine where there's like people that are addicted to like opiates like dying and shit. Like I'm a pussy for this.
You shouldn't think about it like that. Like it's still a problem.
Yeah, but it's
Like
like
the thing is, yeah, those things can kill you like fucking quick. But that shit can still kill you. And if anything, like I would rather be addicted to something like that and die right away. Rather than like, you know, be connected to a fucking CPAP machine when I walk to the grocery store for fucking 30 years.
yeah.
Because there's this
See,
one
that's the
guy
thing.
that comes in the store sometimes and like he used to smoke heavy as shit. But now he has to fucking carry around this big old fucking O2 tank.
That's why I'm trying to stop. I'm not trying to be one of those people.
Yeah. Especially like stop now while you're young.
Yeah.
Like how long have you been smoking now? Like a year?
What, vaping?
Or anything, I guess. Like vaping. Yeah, vaping. How long have you been doing nicotine like frequently?
Almost a year now.
You gotta quit that shit while you're still fresh.
Yeah, I know.
You also need something to like remind you that you shouldn't. Like you could try the whole rubber band routine. You know, where you snap yourself with a band.
Oh yeah.
You could whistle. You could start snapping. Crack your knuckles. Just something that's gonna, you know, like when you feel that urge, you gotta also physically do something so that it's kind of like, you know, nah, I really shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I talked to the guy at the vape store, and he said like that the 3 days are the first 3 days are the worst, and then the next 3 days are less bad, but they're still bad, and then after that it's like you're good.
So like a week.
So it's really just like, yeah, it's really just a week that I have to like just kind of suffer through, and then after that I'm not gonna like
gap then that you haven't done it for.
Fuck, I don't even think a day.
Wow.
To be honest. Just because it's like so convenient and they're so cheap, you know, like.
Yeah, especially how many fucking hits they last.
Exactly, like. And every time I go to the vape store, it's like every brand that I want, it's like they have a sale on. So it's like I'm going in to pay like $10 or $15, and then they're telling me that it's 2 for 1.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah. And it's 2 for 1. So I'm about to get 2 flavors. I'm about to like one flavor and go back. Once those 2 are done, I'm going to go back another time just to try that flavor that was the first one that I've ever had. This is how they get you. All the flavors and shit, they always put out new flavors, and the flavors taste really good. And so you go in there one time to get, let's say, grape. That's the one that I would mainly get, was like grape or blueberry, something like that. But then they start putting pina coladas in, and they put a deal on. You buy your grape, we're gonna throw on a pina colada for $2 more. Now they're usually 15, but now you're getting 2 for $17. So you're gonna try that pina colada out. You're gonna like the pina colada. You're gonna want to go back for the pina colada.
Yeah, and then when you buy the pina colada, fucking Captain Thunderfoot comes out.
And it's just a whole fucking, it's just a whole thing.
Cycle.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the thing.
And my vape store has like a reward system.
Oh my fucking god! So they're really fucking just dogging you with that.
Yeah. So you spend, I don't know, you get 100 points. Every dollar is like 5 points, I think. Or I don't really know how it works. But you buy about 6 vapes, you get a vape for $5 off. And you can stack these points as well. So you can save up to 200 points and get a free vape if you wanted to. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just like constant, like, it's just a constant kind of like, oh, here's another thing that you're gonna have to deal with, you know? And I'm a fucking, and I'm a pussy, because I fall for everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call you a pussy. It's just you're doing exactly what they want you to do. And they did it in such a smart way and a convenient way. Cause the thing about a good like ad campaign and stuff like that is like you want to make people comfortable. Like, that's what I've really noticed. Is like people get so comfortable on something, and I've learned that while like doing stocks and stuff. Like, if a company does like very poorly, like a really big company, let's say fucking Disney, if it dropped or something like that, it's gonna come back up and do better than ever. Like that shit's not going anywhere. So with something like that, it's like, you know, you fucking bought already, you know. After you buy like your 5th vape, they know you're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like then they hit you with that rewards card. Then the rewards card start sounding good. So then you're doing that. And then the ease of access just continues to grow for you. So you get very comfortable with that lifestyle.
Yeah, and I've even asked them, like, yo, if I come back here wanting to get a vape, don't serve me. And, like, you go to anywhere else, like, if you go to a pharmacy and is like,
Yeah.
and you say, like, yo, if I come back with a script for oxys, don't give them to me. They're going to listen to you. If you do that at a vape store, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They even told me straight up, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not going to turn you down. That's business. If you come in with the money to get a vape, I'm not going to turn you down.
Yeah, you have to sell it. That's the thing. That's the thing about retail.
Which isn't their responsibility, I understand. But, like...
As a human being, though.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's not about, like, customer... Like, if someone came into my work and was like, yo, I'm trying to lose weight. If I come in here asking for, you know, this or that...
Yeah.
Yeah, if I... Don't serve them to me. I'm like, but I got you. I will refuse to
That's
serve
how I
you.
am at the store, because we also sell cigarettes and stuff. And, like, people have told me in the past, like, you know, like, you know, I'm trying to quit or whatever. And then I'll be like, are you sure about that? And they're like, yeah, like, I don't know when though. And then I'm like, alright, shake my hand right now. I will not sell you a single pack again. And, I think I've helped like 3 people out. But one time this lady was getting like pissed. She was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Just sell me the cigarettes. And I was like, do you really want to do that? And I was just like playing games with her. Like I would be like, here you go. And then I'd fucking swipe that shit.
Oh, Jesus.
But,
just really pissing her off.
Oh, yeah. And then, yeah. Eventually she got them. Not from me, though. Somebody else came and helped her.
Yeah, no, I even asked them one time, I was like, next time I come in here, like, card me, you know? Because, like, it's 21, the age. And... they don't card me.
Oh.
They know that I'm not 21, but they still sell to me. You know? So I was like, yo, like, next, card me or something. Like, do something. Like, I am trying to quit. Please just help me out. And they,
yeah, that
they
whole
still
age
did.
thing didn't do anything.
I know. It did something for, like, Casey's and stuff like that, but...
Yeah, but that's because they have to, like, you know, manually scan that shit, right? Like, you have to, every time you want to sell a pack of cigarettes, you gotta scan it.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, you can manually put in the age? But I mean, still, you guys care more than, like, a vape shop.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad to say. That Casey's cares more than a fucking vape shop.
I know. It's Casey's.
Yeah.
But... you know, what can you do?
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I feel bad for a lot of people in that boat.
Yeah, but you know, like, it's all like let on. Like I don't want anyone to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you for not being able to quit nicotine." Like I put myself in the position like,
Yeah.
you know, it's the same thing with like people who are like addicted to drugs. Like you feel bad for them on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, but you
You
did
put
get yourself in this
yeah,
position.
you
Like
took that first step.
yeah, it's like you. It's not like you're messing with drugs and you don't know what's gonna
Uh,
happen. And if you do, it's like, well, it's kind of like, you know, like I can quit anytime until you can't quit.
yeah.
Until you like, you
See,
think you can quit, but until you realize you can't.
see,
That's what
for
it
a
is.
bit, that was your brother with me. Like, I would feel really bad for him. Because he would, because he would go to bed early a lot of the time, and then it would just be me and him awake. And he would
Yeah.
tell me these things. And at first, I felt kind of bad about it. And I was like, damn, like, he really just helped. But now it's just like, you kind of keep going back to it, man. Like, you know what you're doing at this point. But on the other hand, it's like, this is all you know. I don't know, it's iffy.
Well, I think that even if it's their fault, they still need help, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, regardless, you should help.
But it's not really something to be like, oh, you poor baby, like, kind of thing like that. Like, I see it both sides. I think that's like one of my, I wouldn't say talents,
Yeah. It's
but
just something. Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. It's like, I look at things from both angles. Like, I really hate when people just assume things right off the bat. Or like when they don't put themselves in someone else's shoes.
mhm.
Like when somebody, like when people are like, God, that guy was an asshole, or that fucking bitch, or something like that. Sometimes they're right. Like there's no way somebody should like react like that. But other times I'm just like, he's probably just having a bad day. He's, he might have had to deal with like 50 other fucking people that were asking stupid questions just like your ass. Or like people dwell on something, and they then start to completely assume something. They're like, oh, that person's just a bitch. They do this and this. Like they really didn't have to talk to me that way. I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out. Like, you're fine. Like you got what you wanted most of the time anyways. Like they probably just have to deal with a whole bunch of retards all day.
Well, and that's another thing, is that people just love to complain.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah,
thing.
and you can't stop that. People are just gonna complain and complain and complain.
Yeah, I don't look at the world that way. I think you should do with the best you got. Yeah. That's like coming from me, because like, one, I have almost nothing else, and two, neither of my parents could give a fuck about me 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, if I can find the bright side in life, somebody with fucking 10 times more than I have should be able to. But apparently that's not how the world works, and everybody just wants to be sad about things.
Well, it's harder to, sometimes it's just hard to count the blessings.
Yeah. See. That's my
sometimes
thing as well. It's like, some people don't know how to be happy. But, yeah. Pat, I'm sorry if I cut you off sometimes, by the way, because, like, sometimes there's super bad mic delay.
Oh, you're good.
Like,
but I think
what? Oh, there we go.
For a lot of people, there's, I understand that, like, for some people, there's not much to be happy about. I mean, I understand, like, you should be grateful because, like, you have a house over your head and, like, or you have shelter and you have this and you have that, but that doesn't equal happiness, I guess. I mean, because terrible things can be going on underneath that shelter. That
is true.
And it's kind of like the same thing, count your blessings, but sometimes it's just hard to see those things, because they're not, sometimes they're hidden behind demons, as people like to call them. I don't really know what else you should. Like, if you got fucking $5,000 in the bank, that's a lot more than other people have in their bank account, but you might be getting raped by your dad every day, like.
Yeah.
Like, which one do you count, Are you supposed to focus on what you got in the bank, or, like, are you supposed to focus on, you got a new bathtub, or you got running water at home? Or do you focus on, this shit's going on in your life?
Yeah, the world is rough. And I understand that, but it's like, it's just with some people, like, they shouldn't stress about something, but at the same time, like, maybe that's the most they've stressed with in their life, because they have it this good. Like, this is the worst it's ever been for somebody.
Yeah, and, like, you can try and tell them, like, yo, you have it so easy, but, like, everyone's gonna stress about their bad times. Everyone's gonna be down about their bad times, no matter how bad the time is,
Yeah. And just because something's bad doesn't mean it wouldn't be even worse for somebody else.
Yeah, it's like, there was this guy that came into my work, and he was talking about, like, because it was so busy that night. It was like a holiday. I think it was Halloween night or something. And it was super busy, and he was talking to me, and he was like, you should be happy right now. You're alive, and that's enough reason to smile. And that just pissed me off, Because, like, it's pretty much like, he's pretty much just saying, like, you should be happy just to be alive.
Yeah.
But, like, being alive is having all of these emotions. Like, if you are always just one emotion, then you're not alive. You're, like, almost like a robot.
Yeah. That's the thing. Go on.
It almost comes to a point where it's like you're emotionless if you're just one emotion all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing about sadness and happiness. Like, you have to have sadness in order to be happy.
What's that Dolly Parton quote? Everybody wants sunshine. Nobody Oh no, everyone wants happiness, nobody wants pain. You can't have a rainbow without a little rain.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that's the quote.
Yeah.
But it's true though, everyone wants to, everyone wants that.
I don't know.
You know?
I've been very happy the past couple of years. At first it like kind of sucked, yeah, but I don't know. Especially looking back on it, it's like, wow. Like, things could have gotten a lot worse. Now, what about you?
I don't know. I mean, like,
Are you good with
I'm
where
just-
you're at, or are you just like, you know, it's whatever?
I mean, no, like like I always want to progress.
Well, obviously. But I was just saying more along as like, I'm content with where I'm at. Obviously, I want to push for something more. But I'm not sad about what I have.
No, I'm not content. Like if I had to live life the way that I am living it right now, then I would not be happy for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be happy for the rest of my life either, but I asked myself that the other day. I was like, would I be happy doing this for the rest of my life? Like if I really had to. And I was like, fuck no. Yeah, especially you, because you come home from fucking work all the time and you're just pissed.
Exactly. Like I like rarely have a good day at work. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that sucks.
And so it's like, do I
Kinda
really
funny, though.
want? Oh, not to me, bud. But yeah, I sit there all the time. Like, do I really want to fucking be doing this until I die? Like, do I really want to struggle with like, am I enjoying my fucking life?
Yeah.
Am I enjoying going to work? Am I enjoying this? Am I enjoying that?
Well, what's your next move? Or like, what is it that has been a move you've thought about?
Fucking going to school. I was supposed to go last semester, but they fucked me over kind of on that one.
How's
They
that?
kept telling me, oh, you're within the due dates. You'll be in the spring, and then springtime comes around. It's like, oh yeah, you have to sign up for next fall because you missed the due date. And it's like, well, why were you telling me that I was within the due date?
That's mad fucked up.
Yeah, and it's like, it's fine if I have to wait a little bit. But let me know that I have to wait. Don't be like, yeah, you're good. And then me not be good.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe
we
they
have
just
to
said
wait.
that so that, because like their list was full or something. They weren't trying to be like, yeah, you gotta wait a year.
But like,
Maybe they just
I don't
down.
get it. I just don't fucking get it. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. See, my thing is like, I really don't want to go to fucking college.
I'm not gonna go to fucking Doocy-Doo or whatever. I'm University of Suck My Asshole. I'm going to fucking WIT.
Yeah. CC. Yeah. I don't know. School was not for me. I want to learn something or do something in order to learn it. Like,
you said you want to what?
Like I want to do something in order to learn it. Like that's why kind of trade worked out well for me. But I don't know. I just don't want. I can't sit in like a classroom all day and like fucking do bullshit. Like if I let's say I wanted to be an artist, I would not need to know fucking calculus in order to do that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if I was like animating and stuff like that, because that makes sense, because it's a whole bunch of shapes and calculation. But if I was just fucking pen and paper, or just like, you know, drawing on a tablet or some bullshit, I wouldn't need that. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too hyped on the whole school thing either. I don't want to have to go through the whole process of like what I've gone through for fucking like 10 years, but yeah.
Okay.
It's just what I gotta do.
Yeah. What's a realistic type of job that you would want?
That I would want?
Yeah, like something that you could like, you know, you could easily attain it. Like, wouldn't be very hard. Maybe you wouldn't be as happy as, like, let's say that music thing. Or, you know, the cartoon thing. But it's like, you know. You could be decent with that. What's, like, a B tier job for you?
I don't know.
You haven't thought about it at all?
Not that much.
Yeah. Kind of want to be like well, one, there's the cop thing, and then two, like I would like to be like a parachuting instructor, like a skydiving instructor. I think it'd be pretty sick.
Oh yeah, that is definitely something I do not want to do. I don't think I ever want to parachute.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Unless I'm gonna kill myself. If I'm gonna kill myself, I'll go parachute and just not open the chute. That's my plan. At least I can have fun with it before I go. Yeah, because most people just blast themselves and then they're done, but I'm trying to have a good time.
Yeah, most people Ronnie McNutt themselves. Alright. Well, I think that's it for the first one. You have
For the episode?
else? You don't think you have anything else?
I don't know. What have we talked about so far?
We talked about the nicotine thing for a long time. The addiction thing. Talked about drugs. Talked about chicks for a bit. Just talking about, you know, jobs and what we want to attain for a bit.
Oh, I think
Talked about happiness.
Maybe like a therapist. Although, nah, I'd probably get bored of that quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to other people's problems.
You already do that. Kind of like a taxi man and a therapist in one sitting.
Pretty much.
God. How does that feel being like the go-to man for like the taxi service?
The taxi service.
Yeah, like you're like the go-to, right? Like if anybody needs like a ride or, you know, go do this. You're the errand boy.
Oh Jesus. I mean it's kind of annoying. Mainly because it's like, it'd be fine if it was like, there was like a notice, you know, like, hey, tomorrow, da 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 da. But it's never that.
Yeah.
I think I might also just be like a fucking brat sometimes. Like that's my thing is like, I'll get pissed about something and then I'll think like, is this really something that I should be upset over, or am I just fucking being an idiot?
Yeah, you really
Like, I think
beat
that
yourself up over.
I think that all the time. I think that all the time. I'm always like, in my head, I'm always beating myself up.
Why do
I
you
think
think
it's
that
kind of
is?
good. I don't know, but it always gives me like a check. Like, am I being a good person? Am I like da 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 da? Which most of the time, no, I'm not being a good person. I'm mainly being a fucking. I'm always doing something that fucking upsets me later on. If that makes sense. Like, and it'd be anything. I could put like the peanuts away wrong. I could like use too much peanut butter. And I'll be like, man, I'm a piece of shit.
I shouldn't laugh at that. That's kind of funny.
It's true, and I feel there's probably people out there. I feel there's probably like people out there that are the same way. Like, just over anything they beat themselves up over. What about you? What do you do? Do you just like, you just fucking free ball it?
I mean, sometimes I dwell on the past. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I'll be like, why the fuck did I do that? Or like a lot of the times I'll like, cause I nervously laugh a lot. Like I'll just laugh if I don't know what to say or don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time I regret that because I'm like, why the fuck did I laugh at that? That was not cool.
Yeah, someone tells you like, my grandma just died, and you're like, well, you know.
Well, did you see this new comedy special?
Well, yeah, no, I feel that one.
Yeah.
I don't even like. I mean, I think that's kind of like typical, like a lot of people kind of do that. Like a lot of people will like just kind of laugh in awkward situations, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, what am I doing that for? Am I brain dead?"
Yeah.
I have that. I get that thought sometimes.
A lot of the time I'm just like, why the fuck am I so stupid?
Shit, I'll literally, there'll be times I'll like get into conversations in my head about if I'm being like a good person or not. And it's like, sometimes it'll like kind of creep me out.
Oh, the fact that you're talking to yourself?
Yeah, well, like, it's not like I'm talking to myself. But it is. It's like, well, da da da. it's not like I'm talking to like voices in my head, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
But
like,
it's like you're replaying a situation or something like that, thinking of what you could have done better, and then you're like, God, I was a fucking idiot.
oh no, not that, not that. I do that sometimes though.
I do that a lot.
Mainly with like arguments. I'll like replay arguments so that I can get the upper hand. But it's all in my head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I should have said that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Damn, that would have shown that bitch.
Yeah, like I should have called him a coward and then smacked his ass hard.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm just being gay at this point. Like, that wasn't gonna show him at all. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode.
Yep. Alrighty. So we that's it. That's episode 2. Catch you later, alligator.